Oh, hey there. Now I've spent most of my day, you can tell I'm pretty sweaty. I spent most of my day whittling this pointer so that I can point out some things to you guys and you're gonna learn something today, okay? Now, this took a lot of work and I want you guys to appreciate all the detail that went into this, nevertheless. Now, let's just say that your house, you're like, I don't know why I've got water dripping on the outside of my house. What could that possibly be? Or maybe you're thinking, I have a lot of respiratory problems. What could that be? Stick around, I'm gonna show you real quick. So, this is the air conditioner unit. And they used to be in closets, and I guess probably still are sometimes where they're down low, but we always hang them up in the attic, okay? Now you can see this white pipe up here, this is called PVC pipe. There's a primary drain and a secondary drain that are coming out of that, okay? Now, the primary drain, you can see, comes across here through the attic, and then over here, let's turn you around, over here, and then down and out, okay? Now, I'm gonna lose my pointer and use this pointer came with my body. It looks pretty cool. So anyway, this comes down from the air conditioning unit. And then what happens is there's, there'll be a sink here and there's a P-trap. And then this will tie into the P-trap. And usually like we put a kind of a clear rubber hose on there so you can see that water is raining. So air conditioners make a lot of condensation. They produce a lot of water. And so they'll be pumping it down the drain that goes down to the sewer or to your septic tank, whatever the case may be. All the time, okay, when the air conditioner is running. If that clogs up, which happens, it gets algae or whatever in the world, debris or something like that in it, and it gets clogged up, then what? That's a problem. So if you look up here, you can see there's a secondary drain, okay? You can see with my pointer. So it's the one that's closer to us that goes straight down, and then it goes over here, and then it goes outside. And we're gonna show you how that works. I think it's good to see like inside the skeleton of a house so that later on you can go, oh, this is what's going on, and it kind of makes sense to you. Because I can kind of look at a house and it's like the Terminator where you go, and I'm like, that's the problem. People go, how would you know that? I'm like, because I build houses. All right, so out here, that is where that secondary drain comes, okay? So this is over a window, which is pretty typical. And what happens is if your primary drain is clogged, then it starts coming out your secondary drain. And if you see water dripping down there, you see like a green or a black stain on your wall, something like that, that means you don't have much time, and then that's gonna clog up too, and then your house is gonna flood, and I'll show you how that happens in a second. Nevertheless, if that's dripping, you need to clean out the other. Now, call a professional, that's the right thing to do, but let's just say that you're dirt poor and you still have a problem. There's a couple things you can do. You can pour bleach down there because bleach kills algae and mold and all kinds of things, and sometimes that'll jar it loose. You can snake it, although I would not recommend that. You'd have to have a pretty small snake, or you can blow it out, but that gets a bit dangerous too, so it's probably better just to call a professional if you don't know what you're doing. Anyway, now let's show you back inside. Because we like redundancy and we want to have backups on our backups, I told you there's a primary and a secondary, but then the entire heat and air system sits in a pan, okay? So that's a pan that's 2 inches thick or something. And then that pan, in case both these fail, or it gets rusted out or something, then that'll drip water into that pan so it doesn't drip water into your house. And then that'll go out that same drain and drip down again. So if you, once again, if you see water dripping out your soffit, which the soffit is the ceiling outside, if you see water dripping out of that, that is a problem that should tell you, hey, I need to fix this so that I don't have a bigger problem. Because then the next step is, if those are both clogged, it'll spill over the pan and start getting on your sheetrock and if you have insulation and whatever, then it'll cave your ceiling in. And you look like the kind of person that wouldn't want that. So you're welcome. I hope you learned something.